So hi, I'm Martin Percival. I'm one of the Solutions Architect Managers for Red Hat here in the UK, and for a long time I've been supporting the systems integrators in the UK as well, so my remit has been very broad across the whole of our product set. What's interesting about that question is that when we look at the way that people have been dabbling in cloud deployments, a lot of them have gone very quickly to the public cloud and have seen clearly very dramatic results as a result of doing that, because they've been able to offload some of their existing infrastructure costs into a public cloud provider that's been able to run that stuff for them. What we're seeing now is a kind of maturing of the market, and it's something that Red Hat have been talking about for maybe 5 years, about the need for something that looks much more like a hybrid cloud, where some of that compute infrastructure is going to live back on your premises, but maybe you'll push more particular workloads out into the public cloud. So the evolution of that approach is very interesting at the moment, because a lot of companies are starting to talk about hybrid, where originally they were simply talking about public all the time. If we look at the kind of numbers involved, we're still seeing dramatic growth in the way that people are moving towards this model, this kind of idea of flexibility and handling workloads in a different way, to the point where we're still actually seeing maybe 63% of the customers in a recent survey done by Forrester were talking about investing more in public cloud, but actually 56% were talking about investing more in something like a private cloud deployment as well. So that is growing hand in hand at the moment, and it's very interesting. If we look at migration strategies that people are currently employing to move to the cloud, I think what we're seeing is that there are some companies out there who would suggest that you need to turn everything into a 12-factor application, and that everything needs to become a cloud-native solution as you move on. I think at Red Hat we're just much more pragmatic about that. We believe that there are applications around now that are perfectly viable for moving into the cloud as they stand. And once you've got them into the cloud, there's an ability then to start stripping them out and seeing which parts can become services in their own right. But I don't think we would ever say you must do this as part of your strategy. So if you were to look at the ways that you can move your old applications forwards, you should be considering whether they should be moved at all. So some mainframe applications, for example, may just need to stay where they are. Some you may be able to move lock, stock and barrel into the cloud and get good value from them as they run, and some of them just may need to be rewritten or started again. And it's that sort of spectrum of solutions that allows customers to be successful in the way that they move to a hybrid cloud. So there are times when we meet customers who have a lot of investment in other technologies. They have made decisions already when it comes to private infrastructure, and they're already starting to think about and talk about their own public infrastructure as well, where they're going to move to. In those cases, actually, it may be simpler for us to just help them to automate the way that their applications are deployed across both of those, and to start to think about hybrid cloud as being a linked set of resources that they can use however they want to. Over time, that means that they have the opportunity then to investigate things like OpenStack and OpenShift. But I don't think that we would start immediately by saying that this is clearly the one route that you should take. We want to basically meet people where they are already.